Hi YouTubers, it's Alan video right now. So I want to talk about an interesting ramble right now. So today's Martin Luther King Day, or January 16th, 2017. I want to talk about an interesting ramble right now. So it is a health-related subject, so if you're not watching health-related subjects, please click off right now. I'm not going to force people to watch this video, so I can't force people. So you get the point. So I want to tell you guys it is a health-related subject about tobacco. So if you're not into watching health-related stuff, please click off right now. I want to talk about basically how your health differs when you're younger versus older, not just for tobacco in general, not for just smoking big ass cigars for life, but also for just health in general. So basically, I kind of touched on this earlier, maybe about a month ago, maybe a month and a half ago, 6 weeks ago. I basically want to talk about how your health differs when you're my age versus my parents' age versus my grandparents' age or my great grandparents' age. Basically, I want to talk about how what you do to your body when you're my age, and just a disclaimer off the bat, this is not to encourage people under 18 or under 21 to smoke or do anything bad. If you're under 18, you're under 21, you should be playing basketball, playing video games, you should be doing what kids are doing. So this is really for adults. So disclaimer, this is not to encourage people under 18, people under 21 to do these things, because these things are bad. So this is an adult channel. Again, I don't want people getting the impression this is a kid-friendly channel, so this is really a channel for adults like me. So I'm almost 26 years old. I'll be 26 in a couple months. I am 25 and a half right now, so again, this is a channel for adults. Big ass cigar for life. Now I want to talk about basically how when you're my age versus like my parents' age, your chances of different kind of health problems increases a lot. So basically, people often say to people who are my age, that's kind of like the beauty of youth, which basically means not being beautiful is like being looks, like appearances. But basically, the beauty of youth is basically in terms of health. It's like, when you do your body when you're my age, obviously within some reason. So obviously if you're trying to be stupid on purpose, trying to be a dumbass like the big ass cigar, so then obviously you can definitely develop serious illnesses. So if you're smoking 3 to 4 packs a day of cigarettes, you're drinking a ton of alcohol, you're just trying to get cancer on purpose, that's just stupid. And obviously you're going to probably end up with lung cancer by the time you're 35 years old. So, but like with me, I am a current everyday pipe and cigar smoker, and it's big ass cigar smoker and big ass pipe smoker, but I only smoke 1 pipe in the morning, 1 pipe in the afternoon. So, or not 1 pipe in the morning and 1 cigar in the afternoon or evening, so 2 times a day. And now that I am, like that, I am not somebody who's a habitual smoker. When I was off my medication, I was smoking a ton and also eating a ton. And while I'm not, nervous I'm going to get like, lung cancer when I'm 30 years old, you get the point. It's kind of like, moderation is the key. So, and really moderation is the key. You definitely want to enjoy the hobby of pipe and cigar smoking, but you don't want to be habitually smoking, even though it's fun. So, you don't want to be like smoking, having a pipe hanging out of your mouth all day long, or a cigar hanging out of your mouth all day long, like Cal said, smoking his pipe dreams a couple years ago. It's kind of like, yeah, smoking cigars and pipes is an enjoyable hobby. It's an enjoyable adult hobby. Same thing as gambling, that kind of stuff, but you don't want to overdo it. So, and when I was off my medication, really, really hyped up and manic, because I had bipolar, I was, off the wall manic. So, and I was, smoking a ton. I was smoking 3 or 4 pipes a day, 3 cigars a day, and I was really, starting to get a really bad smoker's cough, and also I was eating a lot. I probably gained a lot of weight, increased my blood pressure, so really not enjoyable. So now that I'm on my medication again, I definitely can keep smoking to moderation, twice a day. I can keep things like, food to moderation. I'm not like eating a ton of nice big ass with a big ass cigar, and that's the point. So, but back to my point is, even with, smoking a lot, 3 or 4 times a day, I'm not somebody who is probably going to get like, cancer or something like that at my age, because that's what they say is the beauty of youth. So, what you do to your body when you're my age, obviously over 18, over 21 for the last time, is very, very different than you do to your body when you're 50, 60, 70 years old. Because statistically, your chances of getting cancer, heart disease, COPD, diabetes from obesity, high blood pressure, high cholesterol, stroke, heart attack, is a lot higher when you're in your 40s, 50s, and 60s. I think one of my subscribers, Big Papa Pump, he said, you're still young, you probably won't know as much until you hit about 35 or so. And That's actually true. Well, he may not be the most serious person on earth. He is. His name is Big Papa Pump, and he watches my videos. I think he's also. Is he a fart fetish person? Not sure. So I think he is a fart fetish person. So the point I'm trying to make is, after rambling, is what you do to your body when you're my age is very different to your body when you're 40, 50, 60 years old. So now people can tease me and taunt me and say, smoking SC77, Evan, you look so much more overweight, you look like you're 350 pounds. But, I found out over the years a lot of that's because, well, I'm not like a ripped, muscly gym fetish person. So you get the point. It's kind of like, and I'm aware I'm not the most attractive person on earth, but you get the point. Is what you do to your body when you're my age is very different when you do to your body when you're like 40, 50, 60, 70 years old, even 35, 40 years old. Statistically, as your body gets older, I'm not a doctor, I'm not giving medical advice, your chances of getting different types of medical problems like cancer and obesity and that kind of stuff, high blood pressure and stroke and heart attack, go up significantly after probably 35, 40 years old. So they say young adulthood, which is supposed to be between 20 years old and 39 years old, is really the beauty of youth. It's like, that's why certain cancers occur in young adults as opposed to children, as opposed to older adults, and as opposed to middle-aged adults. Like, most cancers that occur in younger adults are not the kind of cancer that occur in older adults. Like, they'll say, yes, it's technically possible for you to get lung cancer at 25 years old from smoking for 5 years, but keep in mind a lot of that is the anti-tobacco zealots who are furious when somebody threw a burning cigarette and it burned down the entire apartment. So keep in mind that's where a lot of that anger is coming from. So, and obviously I'm the first person to say, if you were a smoker, you shouldn't be flicking your butts all over the place. And you should be being careful, and also should be smoking outdoors where you're not around other people. So, and I am very respectful of that. So, the point I make is, when you're my age, which is, mid-20s or so, I'm where I do look young for my age, it's kind of like, let people kind of make their own decisions, but, that's very different. It's like, obviously a doctor or a dentist or a medical professional is not going to tell you that, but that's encouraging bad behavior, and it's, they're influenced by legal liability, and somebody out there is going to draw the wrong straw and end up, developing cancer when they're whatever. So, and if you did happen to draw the wrong straw, obviously the consequence would be a lawsuit. So, anyway, Big Ass Life, give me your thoughts by Big Ass Life.